Introduction to Consonants. If you have been listening to the lessons in order, at this point you have completed all of the vowel lessons. Congratulations on your progress. Most likely, you will now want to move forward into the lessons on consonants. If you feel strongly that you would rather review the vowel section before moving on, you can do that as well. Whether you are going back to review the vowels or moving forward into the consonants, here are a few points to keep in mind. Remember to think past your lips and send the sound forward with your thought. Imagine someone in front of you who you are speaking to, and speak with confidence and on your full voice. When listening to the how-to section, make sure not to add tension into your mouth or anywhere in your body as you make adjustments to find the sound. Be gentle and try to make very slight adjustments. If you are reviewing the vowels, you can use the idea of front, middle, and back to subtly adjust the sound. If you have trouble with the sound ah, as in bat, which is a front vowel, and instead are making a sound like the back vowel ah of the word father, think of moving the sound forward. The front vowels should resonate more forward, the back vowels in the back of the mouth, and the middle vowels in the middle of the mouth. Before moving on to the consonant lessons, we'll look at some important points here. As with the vowels, the instructions in the consonant section are kept to a minimum, so that most of your time is spent drilling. We'll briefly look now at the structure of the consonant lessons and some important points about consonants, before jumping right back into the drilling. The lessons are structured the same way as the vowels. After a brief how-to, you'll drill the sound out loud by itself. In the sound drills, we'll use the vowel peak when we drill the target consonant sound before the vowels. After that, we'll drill the target sound after the vowels. Naturally, if the consonant is unvoiced, we'll use the short flat tone. If the consonant is voiced, we'll use the long drop tone. This will be clear when you listen to the audio. The word drills are also structured similarly to the vowel section, but we'll first drill words that start with the target sound, and then words that end with the target sound. One-syllable words that start with the target sound may have voiced or unvoiced endings, and therefore we'll use both tones. When the target sound is at the end of the word, we will of course use the short flat or the long drop tone, depending on whether the sound is unvoiced or voiced. As we saw in the previous lessons, vowel sounds are created mostly by the shape of the arch of the tongue. In the case of vowels with the sound, we use the tip of the tongue. The lips, how rounded they are, and the jaw, how opened or closed it is, also contribute to the sound. While the tongue, lips, and jaw play a part in the production of vowels, air flows freely out of your mouth. For the production of consonants, on the other hand, the flow of air as it moves out of your mouth is restricted by the various articulators. Exactly how the air is restricted and with which articulators define the character of the specific consonant sound. Types of consonants. Here is a breakdown of the categories the different consonants fit into. The terms are included here for your reference, but don't worry about memorizing anything. Each lesson has a detailed how-to explaining how to make the sounds. There are 6 plosives. Plosives are made when 2 articulators come together and release. At the lips, we have the sound p, as in pay, and b, as in baby. With the tip of the tongue contacting the gum ridge, we have the sound t, as in take, and the sound d, as in did. And with the back of the tongue making contact with the roof of the mouth at the soft palate, we have the sound k, as in kit, and g, as in girl. Unlike plosives, fricative sounds are created when air moves through the articulators. The 8 fricative sounds are f, v, s, z, sh, zh, f, and th. There are 2 blends, sounds that are made by blending 2 other sounds together. The sounds t and sh blend into the sound ch, as in check. The sounds d and zh blend into the sound j, as in just. The 16 sounds just mentioned are made up of 8 cognate pairs. Cognates are pairs of sounds that are made the exact same way, but one is unvoiced and the other is voiced. For example, the sounds p, as in pay, and b, as in baby, are both plosive sounds made by bringing the lips together. P is unvoiced. B is voiced. These sounds are cognates. Cognate pairs appear together in the lesson. After learning how to make an unvoiced sound, the next sound will be the voiced cognate pair, if there is one. Once you know how to make the sound f, as in 5, all you need to do is add your voice, and you have the sound v, as in vine. In addition to the 16 sounds made up of the 8 cognate pairs, we have 8 other sounds, which are not cognates. The 3 nasal sounds, n, and are made by holding the articulators in specific positions while air passes through the nose. The remaining 5 consonant sounds are l, r, h, w, and y. Notes about the written text, the course structure, and sound-specific notes. In the sound drill, you will see the target sounds written out repeatedly. This is simply for emphasis or to suggest to exaggerate the sound when first drilling it. It does not mean to make the consonant sound 3 times. This will be clear when you listen to the audio. As with the vowels, the letters are written in capitals for emphasis. The exception is the unvoiced th sound, which is written in lowercase to differentiate it from the voiced th sound, the. The consonant sounds h, w, y do not appear in the final positions of words in English. However, we will practice these sounds after vowels so that we are comfortable moving from vowels into these sounds, both within words, such as the words away and ahead, and between words, such as in the phrases she went and he hoped. In order to make sure there is plenty of the consonant sound, we will add the schwa sound, after the consonant sounds. You'll listen and repeat sound combinations like e-h, e-w, e-y. We will drill the r sound, r, after vowels in the same way, adding an extra schwa sound. Sound combinations like e-r and o-r would be contained in phrases like she read and Joe wrote. Most lessons will have the same number of words in each category, but there are a number of exceptions. For example, the sound zh rarely occurs at the beginning or end of words, and there are not enough 2-syllable words to make up the lesson. Therefore, that lesson will drill many multi-syllable words to make up the difference. Another example is the nasal sound which occurs in words spelled with ng or nk. This sound does not occur at the beginning of any English word. Now, let's jump into the consonants.